I'm going to go into today's share. As you can see on the screen, the name says it all. Wefi International Wire Transfer and Local Financial Services Blockchain, and with the slogan more than a bank. What problem does Wefi solve? As you can see, Wefi is solving a problem. International transfers and local financial services on the blockchain. Then everyone understands that simple. Wefi was born to solve the problem of cross-border money transfers or transfer money to each other. But instead of, now everyone uses me to transfer money with a traditional bank app. Is by example people moving Vietnam dong, or if people are overseas in a certain country, I'll move it. Fiat money is the currency of that country. But here, Wefi is a project. First time I was able to reach a project with a very big mission. I want to change the money transfer space in crypto. It was also the first project in crypto. What are the possibilities? Payment and instant transfer out fiat money. Currency denomination of each country. For example, people later have accounts when people have mined Wefi. Everyone will be given an account. It's like a bank account. Then that account is that people can withdraw money. You can swipe a shopping card. It's like a Visa card. Everyone is there and at a cost. With one cost. It's very cheap. For example, you have a Visa here. Visa of any bank. Well, when you're traveling abroad, or you can swipe at the payment points when shopping or coffee. It just needs to be different from that bank. Or it's a different country. Then you're likely to be subtracted fees from 3 to 5% in total bill. And this is a traditional bank fee. Also in Wefi, it's a turning point. So the cost of Wi-Fi will also be very cheap. It's from 0.3 to 0.5% of the total bill. It means, I'll explain this in detail. More detailed, for example, if you use one, do you have a bill for 10 million? Then what if the traditional bank? You will lose 3%, right? 3% of this 10 million, how much is it equivalent to? 300,000, right? 300,000 of 10 million. But if you swipe with Wefi, it only costs you 30,000. That's 30,000. I'm calculating at 3% and 0.3%. It's the cost of the payment that's going to go down. Go 10 times. So if I used it once in my life. I only swiped the card once. It's no problem, right? But if it works really well, and people have a good passive income cash flow, people use it 100 times. Suppose like you go shopping and you swipe 100 times. That's 10 million each time. The cost, on top of that, bill, it's gonna be huge. And here, I'll have a fee that's 10 times cheaper than the traditional rate. So that's one, and especially the wire transfer. Especially the international transfer. For example, you are in Vietnam, you want to transfer money. Let's go to America, for example. Instead of a traditional bank, I have to go to the bank, and I converted Vietnamese dong to dollars. And then we're going to go through a unit. Fast money transfer. For example, it would be Western Union, that yellow board that you guys are running around on. You will see Western Union. It is also very popular in Vietnam, or other units like WISE. The local money transfer units. The first is to transfer money. At least it'll take a day. Right, it took a day. For example, today you made a money order. The next day the guy over there. I will be able to call you as soon as possible. If you call it late, it's at least 3 days. At least 3 days, maybe a week. That and sometimes it. Claiming the wrong information, the wrong name or the wrong phone number. Too many or the wrong address. Sometimes we have to do more verification. Then the person, my next of kin, got the money. Wefi's going to solve that problem very radically. Because the first is, I don't have to go to the bank to do it. I moved. That people have fiat money. You can move it right here. Or from the income of Wefi passive later. People can use that money, and one person, transferring to his relatives abroad, in a very simple way with the press of a 30-second button. For blockchain, it will be very fast. It doesn't have to take more than a day somewhere. I will transfer money if I have someone in the US or I travel to. I just need to hold this Wefi account. There's money in there and people can. Shopping with all the services in the world. Where there are card machines and bots, everyone can use them. So that's what trading certainly does. Well, in the following years. In the coming years, of course, there will be units and there will be teams. But now, we've got a first team that's Wefi. It was one of the first units. Moving from crypto to payments.